I don't really see the big deal about Team Auburn. Allow me to explain. Put the guns away. Put them away. I'm gonna explain myself. Okay. Hey everybody out there in YouTube land, Jake of the OneManBand is back again, back with another RWBY review in-depth look analysis. That is a big mouthful. I need to figure out a way to really tone it down. But pretty much Volume 3, another RTX reveal video. And you guessed it, you guys know, you guys been waiting for it, it's about Team Auburn. Now, for those who are uninitiated, Team Auburn was a team that was showcased during a special screening of what's going to be coming up in RWBY Volume 3. They were a team that was fighting Team RWBY in the tournament, and we got to see a little battle, and we got to see this new team in action and sort of what they were doing. Now, that footage was specifically for attendees of RTX, but lo and behold, it got leaked. The footage was leaked out to the internet. You can find it on YouTube if you wish. I may leave a link in the description taking you to a link to one of those videos, but even if the video wasn't leaked, I was going to have to talk about it in order to describe this team. But I wasn't planning on really indulging too much, but since it's already out there, I might as well go full turkey, right? So now, before I talk about the team as a whole, let's talk about the individuals, shall we? Now, first off, we have Arslan Atlan. That's a tongue twister. Try saying that 5 times fast. Arslan Atlan, Arslan Atlan, Arslan Atlan, Arslan Atlan. I actually did it. Was that 4 times? Arslan Atlan. So anyway, she's the leader of Team Auburn, and she has this pretty awesome color scheme going on. She's got like this big, flowing hair, a lot like Yang. She really reminds me of Yang in more ways than one. We did see that in the showcase of the video that she is a strict melee fighter. She likes to be real up close, in your face, a lot like Yang. And Yang was even her opponent for a while during the video. So her way of fighting is probably a lot like how Lai Ren and Fox fought in their melee combat. How they use their aura and possibly their semblance to help channel energy through their bodies to create devastating attacks. And that's probably a lot like how she fights. And by the small amount of footage in the video that was actually of her, I think I got a very responsible vibe from her. She's probably the most responsible and the most mature one of the group, of the team that is. Alright, now on to her name. Arslan is actually Turkish for lion, and Altan is Turkish for red, but it is also Mongolian for golden. So basically her name translates out to lion that is red and or gold, depending on which language you're going to take from it. Which, if the inspiration is anyway correct, would really like concrete nail it in the coffin. People out there are saying that her inspiration is of Aslan, the lion, and pretty much the interpretation of God in the Chronicles of Narnia stories. Now with the name's meaning, and her looks, it could be real. That could be her inspiration, definitely. Alright, now on to the second member of Team Auburn, Bolin Hori. Now, I couldn't find much about him, but that name, Bolin, I swear I have heard it before. And I'm not just talking about the Bolin from Legend of Korra. Even though, if that was his inspiration, I would be totally behind that. He was one of the only characters in that show that I could take seriously. But I do believe that Bolin the name and the inspiration is probably from someone else in history. Maybe a famous martial artist, but for the life of me, I could not find anything. So if you guys know of anything, I want to hear it in the comments below. Bolin is a Chinese masculine name that can mean elder brother, but it can also mean rain in certain contexts. And his last name, Hori, is Basque for yellow. Now, his color scheme does have yellow in it, and when you think of rain, you think of blue, which is also a part of his color scheme. So, we're seeing a lot of color derivative names in this team. Now, I know that that is all part of the naming of students in the RWBY universe. They have to be associated with some form of color. So, seeing that this team is actually going with that, I really, really like it. Now, since his name can mean elder brother, that could mean that he is either maybe the eldest of the group, or is once again one of the more mature ones of the group, along the lines of Arslan. Okay. On to everyone's favorite, Reese Chloris. Is that how you say it? I think that's how you say it. Sounds like Norris, like she should be a niece of Chuck Norris. Watch out, it's Reese Chloris coming at you. Gonna roundhouse kick your ass. Now, what really got everyone's attention going toward Reese was her weapon. Hers was really the only weapon that was shown off in the clip. It is a hoverboard. And who doesn't like hoverboards? I mean, come on, it's freaking awesome. It's a board that floats off the ground. But what makes it even better is that it could be broken in half and used and turned into dual pistols. And not only that, there is a part in the video where it showcases her shoving a raw dust crystal inside of her skateboard, which she then uses to thaw out one of her teammates from an ice trap. So we do know that it can be dust compatible, just boom, automatically. She doesn't have to put in like certain rounds or certain actual dust to dust form. She can just take the raw form and shove it into the hoverboard and make it work. Judging by how she acts and fights, I can tell that she is very energetic, and she may be the youngest of the team. Just sort of have that young, free-spirited nature, if you will. Which actually goes straight into her name. Her name, Reese, actually means fiery. So she probably has a really fiery, energetic, just let's go do this personality. And then her last name, Chloris, is derived from a Greek word that means green. And that name is also shared with a Greek nymph of legend, which is connected to things such as like flowers, a new beginning, new growth, springtime. And since it means green, and springtime is normally a time where green thing grows, I think that really goes hand in hand. Plus, also she has like green-ish hair, so that also works. And also, the whole hoverboard thing, I think it goes with the whole nymph idea, because when I think of nymph, I think like a form of fairy. So, and fairies can fly? I mean, maybe Greek nymphs are different, I don't really know. But here's the real question. Did they give Reese a hoverboard weapon due to the fact of her inspiration? Or is it an homage to an old movie, Back to the Future Part 2, where it takes place in 2015 in the very beginning, and during that segment, there is a hoverboard? Just something to think about. Just something to think about. Alright, on to the last member of the team. Nadir Shiko is his name. I think I'm saying that right. Now, the name Nadir is actually Arabic, going back to Arabic names, and it is Arabic for rare, precious, or dearly loved. And his last name Shiko is Japanese, and it means like stone or rock. So putting that together, you can pretty much get like rare stone, precious stone, a dearly loved rock, you know, something like that. So, you know, that goes hand in hand. Maybe his semblance has something to do with crystals or something, or maybe he's just really freaking awesome and he's like that one awesome guy. But if But it really got me thinking. I was thinking, so precious stone, or like dearly loved stone, something that is rare, and then that made me thinking, Arabic. Alrighty, so maybe he is a diamond in the rough. Is it possible that Nadir's inspiration could be Aladdin? I mean, let's take a look at the concept art. It looks like it may be. He kind of has those short sort of pants thing going on. But then again, a lot of people think Emerald's inspiration is Aladdin due to the fact that she is a thief and like street rat. But then again, there's another section of people that think that her inspiration is Cleopatra. I think really only time will tell. Me personally, I do not know. I don't have all the answers, but I'm going to keep this whole diamond in the rough thing in the back of my mind for later. Alright, so now that we know about the individuals, and that's pretty much all I can really dig up on them, let's talk about the team so far. As I said, they are the team that fights Team RWBY in the tournament in the team battle. Now, really besides that, all I can really dig up is that they're from Haven, the same school that Team Sun is from, and also the school where Cinder's team allegedly said they're from. So, does that mean that they have some form of connection with Team Sun? Maybe, but I really wouldn't put too much salt into that, if you will. I take that with a grain of salt. So now, my opinions on Team Auburn. I do not personally think they're gonna become a big thing. Because, okay, so here's the thing. Here's why I think they kind of just blew up. Because they blew up and just everybody was loving them. So, first day of RTX, the RWBY panel. Everyone's excited. We get to see new footage. They talk about Volume 3, and we're just so excited. The RWBY hype train is going 40,000 miles an hour. And here's this new team that we see Team RWBY get to fight. That team rode the RWBY fan train. They hitchhiked on it. And we ate it up. I even ate it up. I was excited. I was like, oh, a new team? Oh, that's gonna be freaking awesome seeing these guys, and they're gonna be going everywhere and doing these things. I mean, what could their inspiration be? What kind of fighting styles do they have? You know, all this stuff. I started to do all my analytical things, but it wasn't until a few days later that I really sat down and thought about it. You know, they're really just fighting Team RWBY. And yes, we know that Team RWBY is probably going to win the battle, and they're going to move forward in the tournament because, you know, they're the main characters and the plot demands it. So, essentially, they're going to be knocked out in like the first tier of the tournament. And then they're probably not even going to show up again. So why is everyone like loving on them? And then it hit me, the RWBY hype train. They hitchhiked the hype train. How else would cosplayers be able to create a cosplay of them in 2 days' time after they were first shown? Seriously, it was 2 days later, the third day of RTX. I saw cosplayers dressed up as Team Auburn. I was just like, how? I even heard rumors that they were around the next day after. As in like, one day. They had 1 day to make that cosplay. And they were walking around the exhibit hall the day after the RWBY panel. It's because Team Auburn hitchhiked on the RWBY fan train, and everyone ate it up. Now, I'm not flat out saying that they shouldn't expand on these characters. I'm saying that instead of expanding on characters that we have just seen, let's expand on characters that we have seen. I would like to see more expansion with Team Coffee, with Team Juniper. I would like to see the other 2 members of Team Sun. And I swear to God, if they are not showcased in Volume 3, but Team Auburn gets more screen time than them, I'm gonna lose my shit, I swear. Pretty much all I am hoping for is that in Volume 3, they show off new people, yes, but they still give due credit to the characters we already know and love. I mean, I already know, Team, like, RWBY is probably gonna have a huge cast. but we need to go slowly. I mean, since this isn't a traditional anime, we need to take baby steps with this. But to all those people who are still loving on Team Auburn and love their concept, that's fine. I love their concept. It's just that I really want them to be showcased correctly and at the right time. So hey everyone, this is the end of the episode. I hope you guys enjoyed me kind of looking into Team Auburn and then kind of losing my crap at the end there and just going off. But hey, I wanted to voice my opinion and let you guys know. But hey, now it's your guys' turn. I want to hear your guys' opinion down there in the comments about what do you think about Team Auburn? Do you think they're really going to be a new main character team? Or do you think they're just going to be sort of like background characters for a while? Maybe coming in later volumes. All I know is that I want to hear your comments and theories down below. And be sure to check out some other videos that I've done, some other Rooster Teeth showcases that were shown off for RWBY. And don't you worry, I'm still gonna make RWBY videos. I got a lot of RWBY videos already lined up in my brain. So be a good person, tip your waitresses, keep moving forward, and I'll see you guys next time. Yeah!